Hello, I'm back again, and today we're going to talk about an astrology placement. We're going to talk about Mars in the first house. So, Mars usually represents, passion, sexual energy, your aggression, your assertiveness, the way that you take action, the way that you move. For women, maybe like what kind of men you're attracted to, and what kind of sexual things as well that you might enjoy, desires and attraction. So Mars in the first house can be quite impulsive. They're not afraid to try new things. They love trying new things actually and starting new projects. They're very passionate. They're not afraid to go after what they want. They are not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. This is a placement that is very bold. Even if they're not saying anything, in the way that they dress, in the way that they move. A lot of times with Mars in the first house, I find that sometimes people can assume that they're more aggressive than they actually are. A lot of people can actually be intimidated by this placement because with Mars in the first house, you do have some Aries energy flowing with your Mars in your first house. So no matter what sign your Mars is in, it still will have some Aries energy if it's in the first house. So it's going to be very direct, very bold, just not afraid, to take a chance, to take risks, to go on adventures, to do what they want, pretty much. So Mars in the first house will be very fast to act on things. They can kind of come off rushed to other people sometimes, just because it's also that movement. So, and Mars in the first house is like, you want it now, you know what you want to go, 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 like, let's get it, let's do that, like, I want it now. That's kind of the energy for Mars in the first house. But it can be really great if they're working towards something that they really want, or something that really means a lot to them, or they're trying to build something. There's tremendous energy with Mars in the first house to build and succeed in accomplishing their dreams and their goals, because they just have so much energy to get things done. And they're not afraid to take risks again. So Mars in the first house, also, they might have some scars on their face. They might hit their head often. They might have some redness or bumps on their face, or like a reddish pink skin tone at times. And you will know when Mars in the first house is upset. They do not hide it well. Even if they're not saying anything, you can tell from body movements, the energy, facial expressions, the hands. This is a placement where they're not shy about what they want, and you'll know also when they're upset or something is wrong or they're not feeling well. Mars in the first house, not shy about their sexual desires at all. When they really know what they want, they go for it. Very bold. Working out would be really beneficial for this placement to balance out that Martian energy, just because if not, it kind of just builds up, and it's not really good, I would say, for Mars in the first house if they don't have any physical activity or working out, because all that energy is going to get pent up, and you need that release when you have Mars in the first house, because you have so much energy, and if you're not really doing anything with it, like, it's going to come out in some other area of your life. And say with Mars in the first house, you might end up exploding at someone or something for an unrelated cause, because of all these like pent up emotions and things in the body. So it's really good to be working out with this placement, just to balance that Martian energy. Mars in the first house can have really immaculate bone structure, like the high cheekbones, really strong jawline, angular kind of features. Sometimes they might look a little upset or concerned or really focused in their facial expression, without even realizing it. They might look like a little stern sometimes, but that is not actually how they probably are feeling on the inside, which is kind of a funny thing. Mars in the first house can be a little clumsy because, again, just trying to do everything at once and go really fast, and I want it now. And Mars in the first house can be a little impatient as well as impulsive, so it's important to just be mindful because you can easily break stuff and drop things and hurt yourself because you're like just trying to go with Mars in the first house. Yeah. So this placement also has a lot of physical stamina. Like, that's why I also put the emphasis on working out, because that will be so beneficial for the Martian energy in this first house. But they're very, 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 very passionate when they know what they want. Like, they have so much energy to go. They're not afraid to do what they want. This is a bold placement. They may dress boldly. Mars in the first house would look really good in red. That'd be a really good color to rock for Mars in the first house. They can come off a bit blunt at times, a bit direct, and that might rub people the wrong way, but it's just that they're being honest, and they're just like, that's the Mars in the first house style, but they might not realize that it might be coming off a little bit rougher than they intend. Yeah. They may be speeders. It's like also that movement again, and just going fast, and I just gotta get there, and like rushing and all this stuff. So be careful if you have Mars in the first house. Slow down when you're driving. There's no need for you to speed. Just be careful, and yeah. Another thing with Mars in the first house is you also may attract a lot of Martian type of energy as well, and people may also project that onto you as well if you have Mars in the first house. There's a lot of sexual energy also with this placement that is just naturally kind of radiates off of a Mars in the first house, and they might not even realize that. And also, like, a lot of masculine energies of being also attracted to that placement. So just be careful when you're interacting with people, or if you're wondering, oh, like, why am I attracting these masculine, if you are not really wanting that. Might be your Mars in the first house. Yeah, so that was my little tidbit about Mars in the first house today. And if you enjoyed, give me a like, comment down below what you think. And I'll be back again with some more astrology videos and some other fun spiritual topics later. So thanks for listening. I do appreciate it. Have a lovely night. Good night.